subscribers, y'all. Light the spark, every go live comes from your heart. We built this page with heart and grind. Every setback left far behind. From stormy nights to neon glow, we rise together, let the world know. We don't bend, we don't break. Thick skin, real love, that's all it takes. No weak links, no fake vibes. We rise strong through every life. No trolls, no shade, we stand tall. Unity loud, we hear the call. This crew's got soul, fierce and true. Sailor purge, yeah, we break through. We don't bend, we don't break. Thick skin, real love, that's all it takes. No weak links, no fake vibes. We rise strong through every life. Gratitude loud, I say it proud. To my crew, my mods, my crowd. We purge the hate, we lift the bold. Sailor purge, hearts made of gold. So let them talk, we rise above. Fueled by fire, backed by love. This crew's tight, we won't quit. Sailor purge, too strong for your shit. Let's go. Let's go. We don't bend, we don't burn. We rise above. Fueled by fire, backed by love. Backed by love. If this crew's tight, we won't quit. Sailor birds, too strong for your shit. Let's go. Let's go.
Welcome to the crew, where the stories run deep. Crime locales and crime that don't sleep. We shine a light, we raise the sound. From haunted woods to news that astound. We switch it up, we keep it wild. Spooky vids and camping style. Randonautica, neon skies. Truth and chills behind our eyes. To my moms, my heart, my ride or die. My love, my son, my 26 fly. To the subs who show up, rain or shine. You fuel this dream, this voice of mine. So let's kick it off, let's light the flame. Yeah, baby, we're in the game. This ain't just vids, it's a vibe, a crew. A mix of mystery and gratitude too. We laugh, we scream, we break the mold. With every story, brave and bold. Without you all, there'd be no show, no live, no love, no place to grow. So here's to the watchers, the ones who care. You lift us up, you're always there. Neon signs flicker in the midnight haze. We chase the truth through digital maze. From
Truth with charm and gentle lines will cross, you lost the center. Like the rooster glue got burned, but we saw the truth, every lesson learned. Pages snapped, no cause, no reason. Truth spoke calm, it wasn't treason. He claimed disrespect, but we saw none. Dolly looked shocked like he missed what was done. Turtle Island used to shine, now its shadows hate. And dollar signs, creators gave, subs believed. But now it's pain that we all grieve. Mods led stalkers in the chat. We saw it all, can't unsee that. Dolly, maybe you didn't know, but PJ Storm began the show. We ain't here to hate or fight, we're here to bring the dark to light. You played your games, now we play ours. With open hearts and healing scars. With love and fire, creators lifting each other higher. But now it's twisted pay to play, where loyalty's taxed and truth pushed away. He silenced voices that helped you grow, they claimed betrayal when they said no. We saw the chats, we saw the streams. Truth was calm, no shattered dreams. Dolly stood there, eyes unsure, like he hadn't seen the storm before. We won't blame the ones confused, but we'll call out those who've abused. So here's our vow, our final stand. We'll build a world that's not so planned. No gatekeeping, no silent shame. So we rise, we ride, we build anew, with clue, with truth, with the loyal crew. No more games that drain our soul. Penguin Island, we take control. Laughing loud, calling out the lies. We're done with silence, we amplify. We stand for joy, we stand for grace, for every creator who found their place. We won't be bought, we won't be played. Our island's built, not just portrayed. Hector, you can sink below. We're soaring high in the penguin flow. No more hate, just unity. A new island, wild and free. We'll dance in storms, we'll light the skies, with neon hearts and truth that flies. So let them watch, let them scheme. We're living loud, we're chasing dreams. Penguin Island, no pain, just love, just laughs, just real terrain. Just real was playing a real game.
True crime with squishy, stepping the bold, with rush in one hand, the other truth told. Makeup and mysteries blending the scene. Fast and fierce glam, she's the crime queen. Squishy, stepping in bold, brush in one hand, the other truth told. Makeup and mysteries blend in the scene. Facts and fierce glam, she's the crime queen. Sailor perch queen, ride shotgun too, digging through stories the world never knew. Cold case heat with the contour twist, justice and blush can't resist this mix. So buckle up y'all, it's a brand new vibe. 2 in 1 truth with the glamorized tries. Up up, hit that bell, don't miss the drop. Squishy's in the streets and she won't stop. True crime with squishy, stepping in bold, brush in one hand, the other truth told. Eyeshadow blazing like a neon sign, she's painting the facts while she's drawing the line. Cases from the past, stories untold, she's digging through silence, fierce and cold. Liner sharp like justice served, every stroke earned, every voice deserved. From glam to grit, she's bridging the gap, highlighting truth with the contour map. No fluff, no frills, just research and fire. Squishy's got the facts that never expire. Sailor bird queen riding the wave, they're storming the scene, bold and brave. Makeup and mystery, truth in the blend. This jewel's on a mission that won't pretend. She's not just blending shade, she's blending truth, giving voice to the silence, justice to youth. From missing persons to cold case trails, she's painting the pain where the system fails. Every palette tells a story, every shoe has weight. She's honoring lives that met a cruel fate. No gimmicks, no fluff, just raw research fire. Squish, she's got receipts and she's aiming higher. With Sailor Bird Queen, the vibe gets loud. 2 queens in the storm, unshaken, proud. They're not here for clout, they're here for the cause. Breaking down bias, rewriting the laws. So buckle up, y'all, it's a brand new vibe. 2 in 1 truth with the glamorized tries. Up up, hit that bell, don't miss the drop. Squishy's in the streets and she won't stop. From past to present, she's bringing the light. Research and realness, day or night. Original, bold, and breaking the mold. True crime and glam, watch it unfold. Present, she's bringing the light. Research and realness, day or night. Original, bold, and breaking the mold. True crime and glam, watch it unfold. So welcome to the scene, it's about to ignite. Squish, she's got the facts and her lashes tight. Awareness with honesty, justice with flair. True crime with Squish, pull up a chair. spot that spark lights up the room. Smart and bold, always in bloom. Gamer vibes, controller in hand. Dreaming big with a weather plan. Storms may come, but he's my calm. My little bro, my lucky charm. Side by side we rise and glow. Best friends more than you'll ever know. He's the kind of soul that lights the way, even on my darkest day. Cracks a joke, lifts the mood. Knows just when I need that groove. From childhood games to grown-up dreams, we've built a bond that's more than it seems. He's got my heart, I've got his back. We're riding life on a love-filled track. Watch out world, he's on the rise. Meteorology in his eyes. New channel, new skies to chase. I'll lift him up, no dream erase. He's always there. I've got his back. Brother and sister, love on track. Late night chats and inside jokes, laughing loud till the morning broke. He's got plans and I've got pride, watching him chase the stars with stride. Weather maps and gaming streams, he's building up his world of dreams. And I'll be there, front row seat, cheering loud, never missing a beat. From Fortnite waves to forecast maps, he's got the brains, he's got the laughs. I'll shout him out, I'll cheer him loud. Faces proud, standing proud. Watch out world, he's breaking through. With every storm he finds the view. Creator born, the skies will sing. Lil bro's got that lightning zing. From childhood games to grown-up dreams, we built a bond that's more than it seems. He's got my heart, I've got his back. We're riding a love-filled track. Oh, we're riding a love-filled track.
Bull's long bed, why you looking so pressed? Transcript aired, now you caught in the mess. You and Queen split, went your own way, but you're back in the ring, trying to sue be entangled. Girl, are you bored, just chasing the clout? Lost to Rico, got 4 orders out. Tennessee tired, and so are we. You ain't relevant, just old TV. No views, no crew, just echoing dust. Live stream drive.
Neon blaze and battle clean. No more views for Moo Larry. We uplift the real routine. Creators rise, no compromise. We're done with feeding trolls their prize. Truth tellers in the spotlight now. No more hiding in disguise.
Calling out the chaos, Clue Queen, twisted play. Trisha J and irate Alex, not so clear the way. Hillbilly, Belinda, GGG, Shady Spin. We're flipping scripts from the dark side, let the reckoning begin. We don't play in echo chambers, we break the cycle like the flame. No more cloud for chaos merchants, we're rewriting every name. Spot the lies, decode the spin, we're not fooled by full regret. Creators shine, streets align, we're not done with justice yet. Last on TR type, Fenrir Wolf at my side tonight. SBC crew, we ride or die, holding truth up to the light. No more threats, no more games, we're burning down that fake acclaim. YouTube streets, we claim the slate. Look out down, we elevate. Tiara gleams, the wolf stands tall. Neon truth across the wall. Where the voice they tried to silence, now we're louder than them all. From alley storms to birthday cheers, we ride with love and righteous rage. SBC's the final chapter, flip the script, we on the stage. Masks on Tiara type, Fenrir Wolf at my side tonight. SBC crew, we ride or die, holding revenge, it's revolution. Creators first, that's our solution. Accountability, no illusion. We're the purge, bold conclusion. Masks on, tiara tight. Fenrir Wolf at my side tonight. SPC crew, we ride or die, holding truth up to the light. No more threats, no more gates. We're burning down that fake claim. Use the streets, we clean the slate. Look how down we elevate. Sailor purges on the scene. Neon blaze and battle clean. No more views for Moo Larry. We uplift the real routine. Creators rise, no compromise. We're done with feeding trolls their prize. Truth tellers in the spotlight now. No more hiding in disguise. Calling out the chaos.
Yeah, it's that porch swing posse meets back row bass. Little sailor riding tall on a short stack frame. Mask on, true loaded, receipts in the glove box. Let's purge. They're short but mighty, boots on the airwaves. Sailor drives thunder down TikTok lanes. It's skull on the Stetson, mask on the screen. Calling out the bullshit purge queen mean. Hashtag purge crew rolling, we ride, we ride. From the holler to the hard drive, side by side. Yeah, got a steel string hard and a neon mic. She'll stitch your lies like a Friday night fight. Up low spin like a creek boat wheel. Popping open secrets with a howdy and steel. AI beats fused with that banjo chop. Throw a yeehaw over 808 drop. Survivor strong. Got scars that sing. Turns trauma to a torch. Watch the porch light bling. Receipts in the saddlebag. Hashtags blaze. Hashtag FUBJ. Spray painted on the side of the stage. If you fake that funk, better duck that shade. Sailors coming through the mask of mighty. Boots on the airwaves. Slowly time flowing out, pleat top lanes. Air skull on the Stetson, mask on the screen. Calling out the bullshit purge queen mean. Hashtag purge crew rolling, we ride, we ride. From the holler to the hard drive, side by side. Yeah. From the red clay roads to the Wi-Fi stream, she wrangles trolls like tumbleweeds, living loud for the voiceless kin. Wheelchair wheels carve the asphalt him. Hashtag RA survivor, hashtag DV strong. She's lifting up folks who been done wrong. Tea gets spilled in a Dixie cup. Sip that truth, watch the sub count jump. Light a one for the lost, crank the amps for the found. When the night gets thick, she's the loudest sound. Hip hot ain't might, that's her battle cry. Standing tiptoe tall to paint the sky. They're short but mighty, boots on the airwaves. Sailor drives thunder down TikTok lanes. Air skull on the Stetson, mask on the screen. Calling out the bullshit purge queen mean. Hashtag purge crew rolling, we ride, we ride. From the holler to the hard drive, side by side. And when the porch light flickers on a midnight screen, know a tiny titan's talking big and clean.
Hello. I hope everybody's been good. And yes, go Patriots. 100%. It's actually the same. Your camp is about the same as ours right now, and it's dropping. Oh, hold on. My bad, I'm sorry for the echo. That was because I didn't, silence the desktop thing. Yes, Mom, there should be no more echo. You're welcome. I hope everybody's doing good tonight. I wanted to finish up because I haven't been able to. Oh, I gotta turn that off. I want to finish off the story about Nova. I found some more yes, Mom, I know. I was finished actually have a playlist that I because I found more videos on her. So I have a whole playlist that goes back, and there's been new lives and stuff like that. I'm gonna put her links in here, which is BJ Investigates and there we go. Those are her 2 channels. She's absolutely wonderful. I'm actually going to email her because she covers cases that don't get enough attention. And I want to maybe email her about not that BJ, the good BJ. Fenrir, can you tag in my thing BJ Investigates and the surprise witness? So she's in my thing. Sorry about that. The good BJ. Sorry about that. And yeah, BJ Investigates, we'll call her. I had to take a break from Oumumu because oh, thank you. I appreciate it so much. You're here pretty much, I think, every live, and I really, really, really appreciate it. It really does make my day. Trying to fix one of the there we go. I want to fix one of my decorations I have on here. The closer we get to Halloween, the spookier it's gonna get. Oh, wrong one, of course. Okay, that's what that is.
You want my tab to play on?
Yeah.
Okay, now it's back in there.
I hate going through all this thing, 'cause I gotta go through every little thing. There we go. make this a little bit smaller so we can see. Okay. Sorry, when we got home, it was kind of a rush to get everything done. It was just, we had to go to a few stores, I had to get my medication, we had to PPT me, all of the above, running around, all that lovely stuff. So, I wanted to definitely get back on the Nova topic because she's done more streams, and stuff like that. And I really like how she covers it and how many videos I have found. Nova, the Nova, what we were going over prior, the Nova, the 15-year-old in California who ran away at 13 and kept running away. And they, and it's a life or death situation because when you do the things she kind of does, even if it's content, you run away to, like, say, a foster home, and then you're gonna run away from that because your life could be put in jeopardy, and she needs help to be in a place where, you know, she can be monitored and put safely, which is one of, that's what we want to get out there. So I want to spread the word, and I also want to talk to her. Maybe she can, because Connecticut has crappy stories about it anyway, and the highest paying taxes and housing, so nothing makes the story or the news. So maybe she could be an advocate because she's very knowledgeable. She is a non-practicing lawyer, which is amazing. She's smart. She knows what she's doing and everything. So I'm gonna go in between the second live she did, or the part 2. I have more videos, and this where it reacts to, she's reacting to other people. So let's get started. We're gonna start off with part 2, and let's get this baby found, because she needs to be found. She needs to be safe, and she's not in a safe environment at all.
Stuff going on, and I'm not having a good time.
But yeah, like, it's been a lot of weird stuff going on. Like, my been stealing from me, like, plotting on me, all type of weird shit. So I just got to, you know, watch my back on myself. Y'all need to pray for me. I need to pray for my safety, my life, my everything. Because people are like, bad stuff is happening to people, and, you know, I'm not trying to be one of them people.
There's this. I don't even think I can actually show it, but the caption is just #help me. And we've been here before. She is doing what appears to be, I don't even know if I could say it. You know what? I could throw up a screenshot. Of what it is, and it's Adam Grant Mason, incidentally. Keep that later. But she was walking with her friend down the street. She left her mom's house because her mom is toxic.
since she wanted, like, this shit is content for her for real, but like, have your weird ass like donated any money
Have
to any
yours.
organizations for these type kids?
Let me see the receipt.
Like, that's what I'm
Children of the
talking
Night.
about. Like,
Where's your Children of the Night
about it,
donation?
like have show me some
But
groundwork
get it
you
out.
did. Since this got you so disturbed and I'm a
Okay.
degenerate,
I'll
me
show you the groundwork
that
I
you have
did. Free Britney leader, she got free out of that conservatorship. Free Amanda movement, she got free out of that conservatorship. Free Bam movement, he got free out of that conservatorship. Shall I go on? How about the HBO documentary hit piece they made about just little old me? It was their series beginning, just to tear down my activism. How about the time that I stopped the Free Britney Act, which was a total shill act, in its freaking tracks? How about that? You want rap sheets? I got one. And I promise you don't want to compare yours with mine.
Look at me. Relaxing in my roommate. So the roommate was 2 different rooms. Look at us in Alabama. Like, the shit was crazy. 2 different rooms. I couldn't even get a break because my kids would come up in there. But they had roommates for us, like our own little bunks. And I felt so, like, relieved. But when we got to Louisiana, New Orleans, the NOLA, shit got crazy. And when I say crazy, crazy.
Okay, speaking of luxury trips, I have some questions about this. She's living in a luxury hotel. Okay, remember, last time we talked about her, she was a homeless single mother in the laundromat. Her 304 daughter got worse. She's calling her daughter a 304, which is derogatory. Literally, something has to give. So here's another video that kind of is in that same type of vein, except now she's living at a luxury hotel. She's not homeless. She lives at a luxury hotel. I just need to watch this one again.
It's crazy how I'm a single mom of 6 and I'm making it happen living out of a luxury hotel. Yep, I have to do what I have to do, and that's just what's going to be done. Well, all of my kids and just juggling school, high school, elementary, like, come on now, this is really crazy. But I make it happen because one thing about me is I'm really resilient with what I do. I have goals, I have dreams. My kids have goals and dreams as well. And I have to be my kids' advocate. Right now, I'm at a luxury hotel, living out of it, paying about $500 every 3 days just to stay in a nice environment for me and my children. Don't ask me how I get it. Sometimes I don't even know how I get it. I just get it done. Just
all that first part that she just said about being a mother and like making it happen, I actually agree with all of that. That is true. As long as you got family, you can make it out of anything. All of that, that's great. No, nothing wrong with that messaging. Nothing wrong with any of the messaging, really. I have some questions about the second half of the TikTok. Like,
right now, I'm at a luxury hotel, living out of it, paying about $500 every 3 days.
How? Okay.
Like, come on now. This is really crazy.
In a luxury hotel, like, that seems like it would be way more expensive. A luxury hotel seems like it would be way more expensive than like frankly, even a luxury apartment. But then maybe it's like, okay, no, she wants this, you know, she wants the everyday omelets and the eggs your way, and that's included and that's more economical. Sure. And I'm not pocket watching by any means. I'm just trying to make sense of what I'm looking at here. The last time I saw this woman, and I could actually see how having 6 kids and at all under any circumstance and trying to make sure they're gonna grow up right and stuff, probably real stressful, you know, just on its own. So I'm thinking, how could she ease her stress a little bit? Like a stable place to live would be nice, somewhere that's affordable somewhat. A luxury hotel seems like it would be pretty expensive. It also just doesn't seem like the place I would really want to raise a kid. It's not permanent. Like by default, it's not a permanent place. Like kids need to have somewhere where they feel like they live. And I understand transitional housing, all that. I'm glad stuff exists, but she's talking about how much she got to pay to live here, and it's very expensive. Listen what she says.
Out of it, paying about $500 every 3 days just to stay in a nice environment for me and my children. Don't ask me how I get it. Sometimes I don't even know how I get it. I just get it done.
I mean, the breakfast looks good.
Miracles, signs, and wonders, and just all of my manifestations put together. And a lot of attracting and manifestations. I'm real big on that because one thing about me is I will imagine until it appears.
That looks good.
So just for someone looking at this, never give up because you won't be in this forever.
Okay, I will admit I do not want some French toast. Maybe not that French toast, but I'll agree with the first part and the last part of her video too. I'm not gonna disagree. You should just always be thinking high, but you know, thinking of a higher way, optimistically, glass, you know, half full and all of that. True, she's right, and it probably is how she manages to get anything done and accomplished with this chaos around.
In the women's video that she is showing right now is the mother of Nova. That's the mom of Nova. When we watched part 1 with like the interview with her sitting there and her mom sitting there holding the baby, that is the mother's child. Not Nova's, but that's also Nova's mother.
on her. But why I have questions about this. I have questions, and it's now my business because it came across my algorithm. All right, it came across now it's my business. Put it in my face. She made the video. She was just a homeless single mom. Now she's living in a luxury hotel. Why is she paying every 3 days? What exactly is this living arrangement? Do the kids, don't they need to have like somewhat of their own like space and rooms at some point at a certain age? I don't really know. Does she have to move rooms every 3 days? Why is it such a strange specific number? Almost $500 every 3 days. What? That's $5,000 a month. She could stay at a luxury apartment for that. I mean, probably not with a lot of bedrooms, but anyway, another thing I stumbled upon when perusing through Tania's TikTok and other accounts was this video where we kind of get a little bit of a Nova's siblings reveal. I mean, one of the things that I've always found interesting is that there supposedly are 6 kids, but we don't really ever see any of them except Nova. Nova's the only one we ever saw. Or, I mean, I'm sure they show up here and there. But most recently, Tania has been breastfeeding uncensoredly on her social media accounts. I mean, I did have to see some of that against my own will. But other than that, we really don't see the other kids too much. She'll kind of flash them in the screen here and there. But in this video right here, there's a young man, like a teenage kid, boy, and a little girl. So it's kind of like, okay, a sibling revelation. All right. And then that brings us to Tania's son. Now, we already kind of met this son peripherally when Adam was mistaking him for Tania's man on the No Jumper interview that Tania and Nova did together earlier this month or whenever it was, the green hair. So Adam's like, oh, is that you have your man holding your baby or whatever? And she's like, that's my son.
I love that you got.
I'm always ready anyway.
I love you got the homeboy over here taking care of your infant.
That's my son.
That's my brother.
Oh, that's just how old is he? He looked grown as fuck. I didn't think you could have a kid. Yeah.
He's 17.
17. That's crazy.
He's got a baby face to me. He look grown.
He looked grown to me. Yeah, I was surprised.
So I think that's the same son as this son here. Also, the son seems to appear around the soft white underbelly. His name, at least, or his presence appears in that soft white underbelly book promotion interview with Tania and Nova, where Nova's like, the family doesn't like us. They only like my brother. He's the golden child.
We ain't talking about the kids. We talking about the whole family, right? We are not cool.
Because they judge us. They look at us like...
They do not like us. They don't like me, for sure. They don't like her because I act like her. They like my brother because...
He ain't like us.
Yeah, he nice.
Like it's us against the world.
Nova also said Tania likes the brother more than her. Okay, so I think this is the same brother we're talking about. And that's kind of how they presented this brother, Tania's older son. Maybe that was true, maybe that was not, maybe that is true. But I stumbled upon his TikTok and... it appears as though he may be up to the shenanigans just as much as his mom and younger sister. Let me get into it a little bit. So I'm going to mostly, for the most part, skim through this quickly, but I just want to point out that there's some concerning things going on over there as well. And it does now fully make me question, absolutely without any doubt whatsoever, that Tania is an unfit parent in general. It isn't just like some grudge that she has, towards Nova. No, something has to have happened in this young man's life to deliver him to the time of like 16 or 17 years old and be doing this stuff. He has a very like kind of baby face. I don't see any gang tattoos on his face yet, but it's kind of like, I feel like this is a critical juncture. I feel like it's a critical moment. Okay, I feel like this is the get off the ride right now moment. Could be too late. I don't know. But this is him right here. And I think the same one from that other video. Oh man, there's some alarming things here. I'm just going to point to 2. The most recent TikTok that's up right now at the time that I'm recording this video is one where he's kind of like, when you find out she's over age and you're not even 18 yet, but you already did everything. With peace and love, I can understand how from a 16-year-old boy's perspective, a 16-year-old young man who's not yet an adult, that would seem cool. But I think it's time we all admit this is the way the cycle perpetuates. That is also abuse. Now, it could just be funny for a TikTok or whatever, right? But it's a concern. Hopefully it's not true. But if that's true, then these older, overage grown-ups that are grooming and abusing and committing crimes, statutory crimes upon young men, they also need to stop because this is how the cycle perpetuates. There's a lot of talk about people being grown and fast when it comes to little girls. I don't really personally stand by or attest to that type of a philosophy. I think it's adults that are abusing children, but it's happening both ways. And I'm seeing a pattern start to repeat with these TikToks I'm seeing. There's this other one right here, and I'll leave you on that one. I was physically repulsed watching this TikTok because this is a child. This is a little boy. This is a child. I'm not saying he shouldn't know what that is. I'm not saying he shouldn't be making those type of jokes maybe to his friends, okay? I know boys will be boys, but this is content for social media. It's public. And do you know who's on social media looking at public content made by children? Predators, criminals, PDF files. Why is this young man putting this content out instead of something else? I mean, these are the questions I have. These are things that I could have mentioned in that first video, but didn't. Unsurprisingly. Most people that watch that video that accidentally went viral, I mean, I say accidentally, but like every video, I just put it out. I hope that it does as good as it can do and I move on. This one I think it was my most viral video, at least within the first 3-4 days or whatever. But pretty much nobody seemed to really have a problem processing and understanding and frankly agreeing with the main points. Pretty much everyone was unanimous. Mark CLETUS was probably not in the right for doing that, although it probably wasn't only his fault. A lot of people were like, you can't blame Mark CLETUS. You can't blame him for this. He's just showing what's really out there. And it's like, I'm not blaming Mark Leta for anything. I am talking about, and I still am talking about, how Mark Leta used deliberately as an adult his platform to amplify, to highlight, to magnify a child who in the video spoke about sex acts, being underage. She spoke about running away. She spoke about where to find her. She talked about having a bad relationship or a rocky relationship with her own mother. All kinds of vulnerable things, including sex work and sex acts, which is by statute criminal activity. And all of this happened while this child was wearing a see-through, completely see-through, maybe you could call it bra, bathing suit, top, triangles. And it was uncensored. It was not censored. And she was talking about sex acts. And the title contained the phrase 13-year-old. Pretty much nobody had a problem seeing why that could have contributed to Nova's current situation. It put her on the map. She gives Mark credit for saving her life. Am I saying that he's to blame for anything? How could I? How could I? I certainly think he is to blame for putting her on the world stage. Millions of people around the world know who this child is. And all of these adults are choosing to frame the situation in a way that is not appropriate, and I rebuke. I do not consent. If that's their morals, they pushed it too far in my opinion, and I say no. But anyway, there were some people who did have some criticisms.
This is not the UGLY, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly, yeah, you ugliest quote going on in recent times. I don't know what exactly is.
So in the spirit of addressing some of those, even though I definitely don't work for y'all, I'll be addressing some comments. Okay, so I truly didn't even want to really even give this one credit because I truly think it's a bot, but we'll do it. We'll do it. Sick Biz, you're a white lady. Okay, we're off to a great start. You wouldn't understand having to put your black children into fight or flight mode because of the environment that they live in. You wouldn't understand. I'm going to say this is the most anti-black and racist comment that I've read all day. This is a degenerate, low down, and anti-black racist thing to say. This is to imply that whenever a black parent is stressed out, they have to put their own children into fight or flight mode. No, absolutely not true. And then one step further, have to be poor parents, such poor parents, and I mean pathetic in that type of poor, not monetary poor. So poor at parenting that your child is a 304, that's what you call her, and you also call her a U 2.0. That's your mini-me. This person is taking up for that type of behavior and saying all black people do this, and I wouldn't understand it. That's ridiculous. I'm sick of this type of argument because I also know it's just not true. It's not true. You don't have to do this to your children. Calling her a conniving bitch, you have to do that because it's black culture? False. You're never going to convince me of that. It's never going to happen. As far as your degenerate mindset, you are right. I would never understand. Can't relate. Anyway, then somebody's uncle was in the chat basically threatening us. I'm putting this up there. There's a threat. Tyler Evans said, just get smacked for speaking on shit they don't know about. Then you better shut your mouth before you get smacked, bitch. Moving right along. Okay, so this is a comment I sometimes get from the Mark Leta supporters. I think she needed to tell her story. I agree, Bella. In the magnitude she lives her life. Okay, I'm with you so far, all right. I do think it's important people see her as she is on the street, as she is dressed on the street. No, I don't. You're wrong there. You're actually wrong there. It's not important for that to happen. In fact, and indeed, if we take your logic, Bella, and we apply it to, for example, child abuse video material, if you know what I mean, what you are saying and advocating for, Bella, is that we should put that on soft white underbelly. Any and every film, we should put people being brutally anything and everything right there on soft white underbelly, like it's the faces of death, like it's rotten.com. Because why? You think that's important? Then I don't want to live in a society with you, Bella. I think it's important that we lock people that think that up. Actually, you're banished. If you put clothes on her, it dims the truth. Bella. What about a censor blur? What about a disclaimer at the beginning of the video from Mark Leta that says something like, this girl showed up with a see-through outfit on and I just couldn't sit in a room with her. It was just too much for me to bear as a father. No, Mark asked her about sex work and then later on pretended, in my opinion, I think he's lying, in my opinion, but I wouldn't know. He later on said he just didn't notice. You know what his reason for not noticing was? I will actually allow him in this clip to tell you for himself.
I did a video of a 13-year-old prostitute, and she had a bikini top that I wasn't even aware that you could see through it.
Oh, really?
Like, I'm not a breast man, so I'm not really looking at her breasts, but
what do you like on the body?
The shape of her waist and hips and all that.
Yeah.
Legs.
So you like more like curved kind of.
Long,
curving, like
tall and thin with nice curves.
Tall and thin but nice curves, yeah. Which is not easy to mix together.
There you have it. Not because I don't look at little kids that way. Not because I was so appalled as the father of a daughter that I couldn't even fathom my little baby girl being out there on the street like that and I just had to cover her up. I had to take the shirt off of my own body and give it to her because I was so shocked and appalled. No, it's because he's an ass man, everybody. It's because he's an ass man. So no, that's inappropriate. And no, Bella, absolutely not. Moving on. Yes, good point. Peep game pop off. They called her running away and being missing promotion. She said, yeah, it's clout right now. That was crazy. He's showing people who live in a bubble the reality. Y'all uncomfortable with real life things. The U.S. president is a sex offender with his friends. I don't know if he was ever convicted of any of that, so I don't want to be accused of defamation. That being said, I have been very, very, very vocally critical of the current U.S. president for his actions and behaviors toward women and children, and the one before that. So I'm an equal opportunity creep hater. All right, yes, I am. But anybody who follows this channel and actually ever watched any of my videos knows I don't live in a freaking bubble reality. My daddy overdosed on meth. Try to keep up. But I will agree with you on one thing. I like to try to find common ground. I am very uncomfortable with real life things. If the real life things are the normalization, glorification, and exploitation of child trafficking, I am very uncomfortable with it. Nova XO9827, and you should be too. And if you're not, what you should do is keep that shit to your self and in your neighborhood. Because see, what's happened now is all of this debauchery and this degeneracy has creeped out of the pits of hell where everybody thinks this is normal, and it's creeped onto my algorithm in my house in Princeton. And I am very uncomfortable with it. And guess what? Since it has now to do with a child, you've invoked my karmic duty as an adult to do something about it. So what I've decided to do about it is to raise awareness. You're welcome, society. Nova XO9827 don't like it. Lee Mart Rock said, just imagine 100 years ago, a man could have committed an act of violence on you too. Well, I have something to tell you, Lee Mart Rock. We don't live 100 years ago. We live today. And today, I believe in fighting back with the full force of the law. And if I got to call the Department of Homeland Security, I will. I will find out who your baby mama is. I will help her in the custody battle. I will investigate you. Do not think you're going to even comment something about slapping me without a repercussion. Okay, so nobody's slapping me. Nobody's slapping me. But it does show the state of mind. Like, if you're not on my side, you're on the side of the people that think I should get slapped in the mouth. I mean, this is very Adam Grant Mason. Why make him the bad guy, though? If he never released the video, you wouldn't know about the situation to begin with. Focus on the mother who pimped her out instead. First of all, don't tell me what to do. I don't work for you. Second of all, I did focus on the mother heavily. So, done. Why make him the bad guy, though? That's a question for Mark. That's a question to ask him. Why he had that baby in there like that and rebroadcasted it and is now, to my understanding, still selling it. He's making money off of a child where you can see her exposed areolas through a bikini top. This grown man is still making money off of that, to what I understand. So, and again, he's talking about sex acts. Okay, with, you know, this girl is talking about that with him. So you should ask him. That's a question for Mark. Why is he the bad guy? And if he never released the video, you wouldn't know about the situation. I would have preferred not to know about it. Truly. I would have preferred if Nova wasn't exposed to millions of predators, adults who care. I would have preferred that. I would have preferred not to know about it. Not everything needs to be known by everybody. Nova is in harm's way every day for the rest of her life. Because we needed to know about what? See her naked? No. No. These degenerate robots. Another sexually harassing comment. They are going to make you earn your name. So they are going to make me, that implies they're going to commit a violent sex act on me. A degrading, humiliating, and violent sex act on me because I said trafficking children is bad. This is what we're dealing with. And this is why I have to say something. And nobody ain't gonna do nothing about it. No, they're not. Are you with your mama? Are you with me? Are you with your daddy? Look at this degenerate. Chirac Finley. Bless his frontal lobe, Lord. Amen. You make it sound like he did corn with her just by interviewing her. I don't have to move any further. The tingle started going off on the top of my head because this shows the level of thinking of this man is such that he doesn't have empathy, sympathy for little girls. This is creep behavior. This is banished from the island behavior already before the even second clause. Why aren't you hanging up on the parents and trying to get him kicked off of YouTube? I'm not trying to get him kicked off YouTube. He could be on YouTube if he wants to be on you. Who said? The frontal lobe is just missing. Sometimes I'm just like, can the mothership just come pick me back up, please? I am tired of this ride. I like your videos, but you wasting your time. I don't want you to like my videos. Unlike, unsubscribe and leave me alone and don't come back over here. I'm going to call the FBI. Mind your business, lady. This is my business now because it came across my algorithm. If y'all don't want people talking about your business, keep it in your freaking house, at least on your front porch, at least at the community center, because now it's come across my timeline and now it's my freaking business. If you're asking me, you're doing the same thing he's doing. Well, I didn't ask you. At least he wasn't judging. You're bringing light to something everyone sees already. At least he wasn't judging. He should have been judging. You're supposed to use discernment. He should have been judging. He should have been judging. I'm bringing back judging. Judging needs to come right back. We need to bring back shaming. We need to bring back judging. We need to bring back humiliating people. The next sentence, you can't bring light to something everybody sees already. That's just bot behavior. Talk about your own culture. This is my culture. This is the internet. If my baby cousins, if my future children can see it, it's my culture. What's going on in them KKK towns that we don't know about? That is actually a great question. I have no idea. Just like I would have no idea what y'all were doing on Figueroa Street if it wasn't made to be my business by all of these different people. Adults. I would have no idea what was going on over there. Just like I have no idea what's going on in them KKK towns. I would probably be worrying about Jay-Z or whatever something they doing. I'm not trying to get in everybody's business. They made it public. They continue to make it public. This is a child, and people who don't see that have a problem, not me. Again, somebody said, someone needs to put you on the track. This is how these degenerates think about not only children, but women. Anybody that challenges their frontal lobe, and that's why they're all so fucking stupid. They've never really had to sharpen their intellect because they've been able to slap a since forever because they're in a set. I'm not in a set. The set that I'm in is I will call the fucking cops and live stream the whole thing. The set I'm in is little girls deserve protection from predators. And I don't know, I think maybe they got some people in the set even probably think that. I think everybody's tired of y'all. I think everybody's tired of y'all. But someone needs to put me out there to be sexual, to be raped. I belong out there getting raped. I belong out there getting put in a dog kennel and eating cat food because I said they need to stop abusing little girls. This is what's being put in my comments. And this was the nice ones. Look at this freak. Oh my God, Andre Bugatti. Put him on a list right now. Y'all out here thinking these kids are... Oh my God. Y'all here thinking these kids out here innocent. When camera on, they act all different. Just because the law say a certain age don't mean they aren't mature enough. Look at this profile in my comments. She could have, it's half stupid, easily reached out for help. This is what she wants for her life. 15 years old. When she got pulled into this, she was 13. She was walking on the street with her friend to go to the gas station and get a snack because her mom was abusing her. That is her version of the story. I don't know. I wasn't there. And you have creeps like this saying kids ain't innocent. They want it. They're asking for this statutory. It's a mindset a lot of people have. Somebody said they subscribe for the American flag. I gotta tell y'all, some people apparently don't like the American flag. That was some of the comments were like, I can't watch this video because I can't take the American flag seriously. This person had blue hair, so maybe I don't know what was going on.
Sorry, I had to do a little cleaning up. Teenagers, that's all I gotta say. But she's reviewing some of the comments in her comment section that it's like these people don't understand what's really going on. It's more than just, you know, her running away and doing all this. No. And people are saying, oh, she should be able to dress how she wants and tell her story. Tell her story, yes. Be in a stable environment where she is taught and given the appropriate clothing that she likes and live the life she wants to live is what needs to happen. Because her obviously her mother isn't doing it for her, and in my personal opinion, she needs to be maybe not in an institution like mental institution, but somewhere safe, guarded, protected, so she can get on the right path, get into school, do all the things she needs to do, but not have to sit there and worry about her life. Because it's heartbreaking.
But, girl, I love the American flag. I have a lot of American flags. I brought the other one in for backup. I have a lot, and I'm going to keep getting more. I love the American flag. Land of the free, home of the brave. And you know what? This American flag stands for the proposition, yes, it does, that I get to say what I want to say without having somebody slap me or put me on FIG or in a dog cage or in an asylum or in a prison. Hell yeah, America. Now put a boot in your ass. It's the American way. So, you know, there was a few degenerates like that had criticisms, but most people were on board with the general gist of the video. They got the main points and they were like, something just simply must be done. And I was like, I mean, I totally agree. That's why I made the video. Well, a whole nother side plot popped up. An inexplicable beef was born.
It's a new beef brewing at No Jumper. Now, this is an unlikely pairing, if you ask me. And Hefe versus BJ investigates.
So a major concern I had in that first video, I've mentioned it here again today, is how a child, like, for example, in Nova's position, would escape. Like, I think we all agree it's a bad situation. How does somebody in Nova's situation get out of the situation? You start looking around, right? Like, I don't know her, never talked to her, have no plans to, don't really need to. But I showed y'all those clips, the examples of how she keeps getting kicked out of her mom's house. We heard about the abuse in the group homes, even from this documentary all the way back into the, in the 80s.
He produced a package of upholstery needles and told me he wanted me to stick every one of them.
Let's look around. Could Mark Leta? Maybe he could help her. No. He said it himself. He loves the way she's growing up. You're growing up beautifully. All right, fine. Let's look to her mom. Let's look to her dad. Nope. We already got that. The mom is the reason she can't be Nova can't be at her house. Apparently, allegedly, according to Nova. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there, but I am more inclined to believe the child in a situation. Okay, fine. Let's look around some more. Maybe Adam 22. Maybe Adam 22. Maybe somebody from No Jumper might be able to help Nova. You know, put yourself in Nova's situation. She is a child, 13, 14, 15-year-old kid. She's looking around. Which adults does she actually have access to? You look at the No Jumper, and here's Adam.
Yeah, isn't it just like, but like, isn't this like the case that like this shit's just like normalized? Like, isn't this just like normalized?
All I'm saying is like, is this basically totally normalized in the pimp world?
No,
Hell no.
for sure.
So there's a
For
big
sure.
chunk of people who
For
think
sure.
that that's fucked up and wrong.
For sure. There's absolutely out there doing it, but I ain't gonna lie. Me personally,
But look, that's normalized because there's too many cases. You talking to a that's been in the feds, been in the state. I've seen too many, whether they gangbangers or from whatever state, all these getting out here trying to pimp. These ain't playing the game how it's supposed to go.
And right next to him, Aunt Heffy going, absolutely, totally normalized.
Some people be grown and fast and thrust themselves into it.
That was my point. Who does Nova go to get out of this? When she runs away, her mother can legally take her. When they put her into a group home, she runs away. The pimps get her again. How does she get out? I mean, this is an age-old question. Hopefully, you would hope there's like someone around, a respected, respectful, trustworthy adult who might have some access to some program or just something. Who knows? I don't really know. I don't pretend to know. But I'm just putting myself in Nova's position, and it's like, if I'm Nova, what am I doing? I'm probably not doing anything. I'm probably stuck. That's my point. She probably can't come forward and say anything to anybody, either because she's scared to, or they can't do anything either, or they don't have any she's just stuck. That's my point. Isn't that sad? Then there's all this background stuff with a Rico, and she's getting threatened by grown men like ATM Richie. She better stay out the way for better days and better plays on the dead homies.
And a little bit over dead homies. Nova know what time it is. Nova better stay out the way for better days and better plays. Dead homies. Her and her punk ass mama. Not playing. It's not.
The same guy that puts women in dog kennels and feeds them cat food and burns them in the shower and puts cigarette butts out on them is threatening a little girl.
What do you think is up with Nova? You mean the little girl?
Who does she come forward to? And in that backdrop, Aunt Hefe makes a comment that sometimes little girls be fast and grown and thrust theyself into the lifestyle.
Some people be grown and fast and thrust themselves into it.
Not everyone is forced in a dog cage and a cat cage or whatever. Okay, fine. That demonstrates to me where his mind is at. That he believes that a child has the ability to consent to being thrusted into a sexual encounter, because they don't. Not morally, not legally. Nova specifically stated she doesn't like to leave her house because people already have this like grown and fast perception of her. So think of it from Nova, right? Like she's like, I don't like to leave my house. People be saying I'm grown and fast, and they say that I'm too fast and I'm a and this, that, and the other, and so I don't like to leave my house. Okay, fine. I remember that. Then we have Aunt Hefe saying, yes, I'm gonna grow fast. So it shows to me you have a kind of like a negative impression of children who get put into this lifestyle. So I'm thinking, all right, okay, so if I'm Nova, am I going to that guy who's like, yes, I'm gonna be for growing and fast? No, I'm not going. I'm not going to go forward. I'm not going to go and tell him because I don't believe he would be sympathetic, because Nova has already said people call her grown and fast. So that's where my mind is. And so I said, I don't think anybody would be surprised as to why people wouldn't come forward to a creep like this. With creeps like this around. This is the mindset of everyone around. Oh, it's so, it's so normal, and it's so everybody's doing it and picking up girls from the high school. Well, girl, whoo, that man did not like that criticism. Aunt Heffy did not like the criticism. He flashed out. He's now deleted the video. He probably knew. He probably knew I was about to make this video. Y'all, he flashed out on his channel. He called me dumb. He called me a dumb, stupid blonde. He called me a dumb, stupid Karen.
The recipient of Hot Topics is a Karen. And if y'all know who this YouTube channel is, I'm pretty sure y'all know who she is if y'all watches her content and whatever it is she's about. I think her channel is about, I fully understand the true statement of what they say about blondes being silly. So I had wished kind of like a brunette had cut.
Brunette, that's one. Don't stereotype anybody. Don't stereotype anybody, bro. That was not about, about blondes being ditzy. So what? So the stereotype about ex-cons being ditzy is true too, right? This is why you shouldn't do that. Don't do that. That's not nice. Don't do that.
Pretty much everything but a child of God, which I obviously am. I supposedly took this man out of context. I clipped him, edited him, chopped him. Somehow, I guess I unfairly represented or chopped up what he actually said to make it seem worse than it was. This is his perception. I regret to inform you I did absolutely no such thing. And even if I did do such a thing, maybe I took him out of context there. He has doubled and tripled down. Not only on his own channel and a now deleted video, but then again, later that afternoon on the No Jumper podcast, the man had lost his voice. The voice was lost and gone. The voice was lost and gone. I think he'd been crying the whole time. He was so mad.
Fans. They're fans. Everybody does that. Yeah, man, everybody knows they do it. Like when there's something like that,
Motherfucking frog. Motherfucking Disney frog with a wig on.
The man has a propensity not to be able to get the insults out of his mouth. It's your moment. The music, the moment. He can't get it out. He's trying to say, I look like a Disney frog with a wig on. The irony here is that he is as bald-headed as a Reese's peanut butter cup, okay? Talking about anybody else's hair is really beyond the pale. Let's not go there, okay? Because the very last thing, I mean, I got about 2 feet of hair that I grew myself, all right? And it's bleached, okay? So let's not Disney frog in a wig when you are the little bitch who can't even get the insult out because you're croaking quite literally like a frog, and you don't have a piece of hair. You are a bald-headed scallywag. Ain't got no hair in the back type of guy, okay? Or the front or the top or the side, all right? So at least I got hair is really honestly all that needs to be said. Like, please, please. Slick, amphibious, reflective, and can't even get it out without croaking. And what you decided to go with is Disney frog? That was a bit on the nose. With what I said in the clip, I absolutely stand by. I would not feel comfortable coming forward in this room of people with any sexual assault allegation at all. At all. At all. So why would a little girl, when she's accusing their associates, their friends? My point remains. That was the point. But they want to split hairs over here, okay? They want to act like I chopped the sentence up because ultimately at the end, everyone agreed child sex trafficking is bad, and I didn't put that in there. I cut it off before they could all agree child sex trafficking is bad. Like, no one called them child sex traffickers. I actually didn't even say they condoned it. They're putting all kind of words in my mouth. They were so upset that I called the behavior degenerate accurately, and I was talking about Aunt Heffy. I think they're also mad that I gave a shout out to Almighty Suspect, who's usually on like the chopping block of like people making fun of him. I said I got to give him a shout out because he did behave correctly. Like, he was like, no, we're not going to go any fast, loose, loud, fast, grown. No, we're not doing none of that. Kid is a kid. That's it. And I'm like, yeah, true. I don't even have to agree with him on anything else he's ever said in his life, but true to that. Well, I think they were all a little upset.
A bitch out there cooking. I would never in life think that I would get a shout out from a white lady with an American flag.
This shit is crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Racial tensions in America are healing. The Almighty Suspect has gotten a shout out from a white lady with an American flag. Racial tensions are healing. I am happy to report. So it's clear that Heffy did just want his flowers. He wanted a little attention. Okay, so I'll give him a couple things. All right, number one, here's the part of the sentence where he did say, you asshole or whatever if you mess with kids.
Feel me? I don't have to judge paperwork. I don't have to read paperwork with trafficking and people getting starved, getting locked in rooms, and you know what I'm saying? And some people be fast and thrust themselves into that. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't just all because they underage that they being tricked. Some people be grown and fast and thrust themselves into it, and it don't matter whichever way you slice it. Once you understand somebody's underage and you deal with them like you're a piece of shit,
you are
mad.
It's still I don't care if she come with 10,000 hot ready. I'm cool.
I do agree. I'm glad he said that. I mean, I think the bar is so low. The bar is so low. Hell is not even a good bar anymore, but it's below hell. The bar might have gone transcendent and it's in heaven now. It's so low. We have switched poles. The bar is so low, the poles have switched. If y'all are mad I didn't play all of y'all agreeing that statutory rape is bad, child sex trafficking is bad, and statutory rape is bad, we all agree. Thank you. Thank you, young Aunt Heffy, for saying that. You are right. I do agree. That wasn't the point. The point is, you harbor a mindset about children, and it shows through your words. Children cannot consent morally, ethically, spiritually to a sexual encounter with an adult, and certainly not legally. So anybody calling a kid fast implies that the kid has the capacity to make an informed adult choice about their sex acts, and they don't. That's my focus. And when a little girl around y'all hears stuff like that, they automatically know that too. Especially little girls that are already considered to be fast. Especially little girls who have green hair and face tattoos. Who everybody in the world would say, she's fast and grown. Look at the clothes she's wearing. She's not even wearing a this, that. She must be asking for it. No, that's still a child. There's no fast and grown about it. So the fact you harbor the mindset to think that a little kid could consent to something like that is my issue. The point remains that it is no wonder why people don't come to you to report stuff like that, because you would probably minimize it. You would probably blame them. That's what they're thinking. And that's what I believe. So if you want to switch that up, you can at any time. You can at any time. Like, people don't have to have a permanent reputation. You could all of a sudden be, you know, the guy that stands up for little girls. You could just start doing that today. But in that clip, in that video, the person I saw doing it, it was Almighty Suspect this time. It was him. There was one other guy on the bench, on the stool. He was like, no, I can't get with that, because he was like, I had a crush on a girl in high school, and, you know, she had like an older boyfriend, and it was like the pretty girl, and I didn't like that. So like, no, that was wrong and stuff. So, you know, him. But yeah, I mean, I do stand by that. But one thing I will also give Heffy that the other guys didn't do is actually telling the truth and agreeing that this stuff is normalized. And by normalized, I mean it's been going on for a long time. It didn't just start. And probably anybody that spent time down there has seen it before, this underage thing. This brings me back to that 1983 documentary. So I just wanted to point out, like, the name of the documentary again is like Teenagers and the Pimps or whatever. I just want to leave a few more thoughts to run some parallels between what's always been going on. This didn't start with the Hoovers in 2021, I can promise you that. In the documentary, the pimps said their work is done for them by the girls' families because the girls come from abusive homes.
They claim their work is done for them by the girls' families. To teenagers with parents, the pimp seems to be the only one who really cares. The pimp offers them friendship and support. They often give them their first square meal in days for a decent place to sleep. They promise them nice clothes, shiny cars, and fast cash.
They call these children runaways and throwaways.
The pimp, that mysterious figure of the streets, remains somewhat of an enigma. He and his supporters work an almost inexplicable charm on the runaways and throwaways.
They end up having to get a because it is so dangerous out on the streets. There are people running around called catchers, snatchers. I know, there's a clip. It's crazy.
I got started in the life as a runaway, and I ran away to New York. And when you run away to New York, you're always going to be picked up by a chicken hawk or a pimp.
This woman, she's the mother of someone who was abused, who was kidnapped, abused, but they got her back. She said they will put teenage girls in a bag, snatch them and put them in a bag, and sell them to pimps.
One such mother is Mrs. Shirley Malone of Riverside, California.
I finally located an address where Glinda was living with the pimp.
Well, the guy that I was with wasn't really a pimp. He was just showing
catchers.
He was just showing me, what to do and how to do it, and that was that.
They actually bag these kids up and call them a package and sell them to a real pimp.
In the documentary, it says that it's easy for the pimps to just move right in because they're charismatic and they used to actually dress nice.
To a young, lonely girl, a pimp seems to be an uncanny mixture of smooth talk, pompous self-confidence, and arrogant allure.
We're like princes and princesses in our own rights, Yeah. And, I mean, women are attracted to that.
That may be a lady out there. If sure enough, distressed, got her bag in the back, just getting into town, nowhere
Needs
to
help.
stay.
Doesn't know which way to go.
Don't know what's
like
happening.
a chicken with a head cut
The
off.
pimp go around and see that. You know what I'm saying? He will see that. He will spot that. Okay? Now, on the catch, ask the lady, does she need any help? Now, if she game for some help, there I am, Well, come on.
If she happens to choose
and
that she'd rather be with you.
If she choose to be with you,
right.
They would be wearing suits and stuff and smelling good and having nice stuff. They didn't have face tattoos and wasn't growling at people and slapping people immediately. No. They had like some type of air of sophistication, so they were really luring these girls in. And their parents didn't care about them. It would seem like the was the only one who cared. They would promise them nice clothes, shiny cars, fast cash. Well, don't that sound like what's alleged in the RICO? Many of the kids, the teenagers in that documentary, would turn to drugs just to take a lifestyle. They would start at 15 years old, be addicted by 16. They were saying, I don't think a girl can work the streets without being on something. I don't even want to look at some of these men. They're so gross.
99% of the girls, I would say, are on either pharmaceutical Valiums, alcohol. I went straight to heroin at the age of 16, and it lasted 7 years of being a heroin addict. Played a large part. It's an escape.
You take the to kill the pain of working and to cloud the trick that you're working with. You don't want to look at them. You don't want to think about them. So you do take mostly like barbiturates and things that make you not feel. I think it's an important role. It also cuts the pain from getting beaten up.
A lot of people get a girl hooked on or whatever, some high class drug, something.
Reminds me of that clip where Nova said, I'm at a creep's house.
Currently, I'm at a creep's house.
This sometimes would get the teenage girls hooked on drugs, so they would do a good job. This one right here just sitting there looking like ATM Richie's pawpaw. To do a good job, they got to be high.
To do a good job, they have to be high, see? If you want the girl to do a good job, you feed her what she wants, whatever she wants to keep her satisfied, keep her out there on the street working.
This is the same exact area. This is Hollywood. 1980s, what was it, 83, 40 years ago? Yeah, the RICO indictment also alleges that they would ply and these women would to keep them awake and keep them doing appointments. You can't come home till you made your quota. That's another similarity of what was going on in the RICO indictment and what's going on all the way back in 1983. Right there on Soft White Underbelly Part 1, Version 1.
Say, for instance, one of my girls might not bring her quota in, and I say, well, look, baby, to my other girl, say, if you can make more money than her, we're going to put her down. We're going to knock her out the way and let you be close to daddy, you know what I'm saying? So they go for it.
They would recruit from the local jails. They would have girls on the inside of the jail. They would get arrested for prostitution, go inside, recruit, and then their pimp would bail them out. Or like somebody else's pimp would bail somebody out. Now they're their girl now because they owe them for getting them out of jail or whatever.
I had met two girls in juvenile hall, which were lesbians, and they took me to turn my first trick the second night I was there.
And all the money they made, 100% of the money they made would go back to the pimp. And there we go. It brings us back to the very first moment of that very first video. It's all come full circle. It's still a problem. My main 4 points still stand. I'm glad that we all agree that child sex trafficking and statutory rape is bad. I'm so glad we can find a common ground. I was hoping eventually we would reach the bottom. And that would be the foundation we could all start at. Turns out we had to go so far through that the poles reversed and now we're in heaven instead of hell. I mean, that's all I really had for this one. Yes, this is normalized. Heffy, I agree. Thank you for being the one in the room that was willing to stand up and say something true. I don't know if that was courage or stupidity, but anyway, thank you. Okay. It has been going on for years, as is evidenced in this documentary. Yes, it has. For what
Okay, that was that one. I do have an actual playlist with some of the videos that she had done about Nova to kind of give her deeper insight of, things that began before all of this. Let me see. We'll start with the first one, so we can get a little more insight into where this all began.
to the hotel. A 225. Don't look like there's no more. Take it to make we needed to order. I need to call this meeting. Good little accent. Well, I am a Cajun. I don't know if y'all knew. I come from down the bayou, you didn't know? But you have to learn how to code switch for depending on which environment you're in. And then you end up kind of having 18 personalities. I don't know. Okay. Maybe I am a failed MK Ultra experiment and I have all of these personalities. Who knows? So I wanted to call this meeting to order today amongst the cousins. Come in, because a few things. First of all, there's another cousin that hasn't really gotten his just attention. Okay. Another new cousin enters the family tree. Okay. But this particular person, kind of in a way, if it weren't for the videos that he made, I could have still made the Nova documentary that ended up going viral. But I actually really, truly do need to give a little credit here, because the way he kind of puts these videos and these compilations together, it kind of makes your brain understand a bit of a larger picture of what's going on. And he's also hilarious. I know you've probably seen his videos. If you watched my Nova video, on BJ Investigates, then you definitely would have seen this potential cousin. I don't know if he claims me. We never talked before. WIG TV. I don't know what the WIG stands for. Okay. In my mind, it's just pronounced wig, because it spells wig, but I really don't know. We're going to be reacting to this video. Okay. So not only does this person with WIG TV deserve a little shout out, a little, feature or whatever, because of the reasons I just mentioned, but also deserves a secondary shout out, because as you know, I am working on Nova documentary part 2. There have been some more developments, some of which we are going to talk about today. You're going to get a sneak preview peek. I also have sent an invitation link to one of our new cousins, Tough Stino. Now, if you will recall, let me go to his channel page. If you will recall, we had a a self goal or whatever of a goal that I, established here earlier this week. Tough Stino, you'll recall, he was standing up for little girls. He was saying the right things, all of that. He's been putting out a lot of content this week. He is still not at 10,000 subscribers. Okay. He is still not at 10,000 subscribers. And the deadline is today, Friday. Remember, it was 10,000 by Friday. He's over 9,500. So, less than 500 subscribers away. There's 416 in this chat right now. I feel like we can maybe actually do it. I already subscribed on both of my channels, so I can't really do much else. Maybe, I can. I can log into my other channel, Goriana. I can log into my music channel and subscribe from there. So I can do one more as well. Let's get my cousin, our new cousin, to 10,000. we are like actually close enough to do it. So can we please do that? So I sent him a link. He may come on later. Now he does kind of have like a sort of like rule where he doesn't really like want to talk about like kids and stuff. So if he sees this, if he's in here, I did see he was in here earlier. If you want to wait till after the Nova part, there's like a part where it's like Nova, and then, you know, then after Nova, you want to come on where it's just talking about Tanea. I respect that, understand that. So that it does talk about in the video for like the first few minutes has Nova in it. But I mean, it's on my channel. I don't know if that's just a your channel rule. I don't know. But I'm going to be reacting to this video. Okay. So I'm going to be reacting to this video. Not only is it an important video, it's a few updates, you know, hooray, we get Nova updates, whatever, and Tanea updates, but also, and I'm really kind of like, a big reason why I made the second video, the Nova 2, is because she had made a video. I'm like, update on her channel. Well, now she's done deleted it. Okay. But thankfully, Wig TV, he has, he's preserved it somehow. A little clip of it is in here. So this is going to be some proof that video ever actually did exist. So we have some updates. We have some Nova updates. So let's just get right into the reaction. The video is 12 minutes, 36 seconds long. So, yeah. Same disclaimer as before. You know, this is his channel. He can say what he wants on his channel. What he says on his channel, that's what he says. You may hear some things, you know, I wouldn't maybe perhaps say, but it's a reaction video. Okay. So, I think it's very important information in here. Salute to him, shout out to him for preserving this information and for compiling it in such a an efficient and easy to understand way. And also you're going to see like why immediately, like when I was editing for the video, when I was writing the script rather for the video, the first Nova part 1, the documentary style thing or whatever, I was literally out loud laughing at some of the facial expressions here. And it's like the same kind of like the side eye is immaculate side eye. You're going to see what I mean very shortly. Okay.
Or motels or hotels or anything? You're not doing support?
No.
You're not selling videos?
No.
Tell the truth.
Yeah, I've been selling.
You have to stop.
No, I've been stopping though because they keep deleting my Instagrams for chop.
Okay.
They don't make.
This is like a girl dad or like a girl cousin, like somebody that cares about women, somebody cares about girls' behavior. Okay. Do you notice how he blurred the entire child out? Where it's like it's a newsworthy thing. You need to talk about it. We all are allowed to talk about it. Oh my God, look at that cute little baby. Oh my God, bless that baby, Lord. Oh my Lord, let me take this baby off the screen. But still, I really appreciate that. And that is exactly right, right? Like it's an important topic. Just like Mark Leta likes to say, you know, it's an important topic and people just don't want to see what's going on in the world. It's like, yeah, you know, there's murders and all kinds of crazy things that you can't just show on TV and you can't just show on the internet, right? Like that are really going on in the world. I mean, I'm going to refrain from enumerating a list, but like, I'm sure you can imagine things that like are going on for real in the world and you can't just put them on YouTube, you know? So yeah, things are going on in the world. Things need to be talked about. If it's public information, we can share it. But do you see how he blurred out you can't see her face? You can't see her body. I mean, I really appreciate that move. I really do. I really do.
Websites of my baby. And I don't like that.
Now, another thing I wanted to talk about too, at the beginning of this video or at the beginning of this clip, Mark is like, are you still selling videos? Or content or whatever he freaking said. Actually, let's let him say it. This baby is hungry. Listen what his question is.
Have you still been working on the streets? Or
working on the streets.
You're not doing support?
Not doing S work.
You're not selling videos?
Not selling video. Oh,
no.
Sorry.
Tell the truth.
Yeah, I've been selling.
You have to stop.
No, I've been stopping though because they keep deleting my Instagrams for chop. I just stopped.
They done made websites of my baby. And I don't like that.
Who's they?
All type of stuff.
Like, it's just crazy.
How do you think Nova got this way today?
That's a good question.
It wasn't me. I would take accountability. This is what I feel like I motivated her to be. Just this.
Okay, let me tell you. So what it was, it's not technically my mom that made me like this, but you know how I'm like, you know, smart and mature and all that. She made me mature because the things she was telling me and, you know, showing me. But like,
what was I showing?
As in me, like, you know, being a prostitute and all that. She didn't show me that. Like, she didn't show me that because if that was the case, y'all be seeing her too. She's not even doing any of that. She just taught me.
She's not
mature. You know how to hold my.
How does Tanea pay her bill? Tanea pay her bills. Maybe I know she is an artist, and you know what? She really does have like funny and good songs. Like she has good songs. She has a great singing voice. Like it really doesn't have to be like this for Tanea. Like I feel like she's one of the few people that's like really choosing this life at this point. Like now maybe she's caught up in some stuff. You know, there's always the possibility of she's caught up and there ain't no this she's in. But you know, I've always said this about Tanea. Like she's beautiful, she's charismatic, she's obviously intelligent, she's talented, she's good musically, she can sing very well, she has a beautiful voice. I kind of feel bad when I look at Tanea and see how she's like become, because I could see that she, you know, It didn't have to necessarily be this hard of a life for her like this, you know, kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know this woman. Never talked to her in my life. Don't wish to.
You know? But your mom was getting money from men.
Exactly. So I'm going through the comments, and the people took notice. Well, I guess they took notice that when they on good terms, Nova says Tania didn't show her the life and this, that, and the third. And when they on bad terms, I guess she say her mom is the reason for her actions and this, that.
I have noticed this. Sometimes some videos, like Tania and Nova seem to be on good terms. Sometimes Nova is saying, you know, she did not learn how to be in this so-called quote lifestyle from her mom. Sometimes she says she did learn how to do that from her mom. Like her mom was so toxic and she learned from her. Sometimes she's was running away from her mom and ended up getting pulled into the lifestyle. Like the story does kind of like shift and change. And it probably does in a lot of ways depend on whether or not Tania and Nova are on good terms. But I also think it depends on Nova getting paid for interviews. Like I think Nova will still come show up for like an interview if she knows she's going to get like $1,000 or whatever. Like she'll like play nice with her mom, because that's like kind of what I think happened with the Soft White Underbelly interview. Because like right after she did the interview, she had like a whole bunch of cash, and then after the No Jumper interview, her mom Tania did post like a live or not a live, like a story or what, reel or short or, you know, something on TikTok or whatever, where she's like has the cash, and she's like, and I even gave half the cash to her. I think actually it might be in this video. Let's see if it's in this video. The story does change. I've seen different stories, but actually that makes sense, because if Nova, first of all, if Nova is a child, which she is, it doesn't appear like her dad has custody of her. So to some extent, she is in an obligatory relationship with her mother, at least until she is 18. At least until she is 18, she is in an obligatory relationship with her mother, unless she gets into like a serious, like actual, like foster home or adoptive home where like they actually enforce her not getting to be around Tania. I just don't see how she's not like an obligatory factor in her life. Plus, she's her actual mother. And I'm sure that even though there's been turmoil and probably will be turmoil in their relationship, like they probably, you know, she probably still loves her mom. She does still have some semblance of respect for her, because she will say at least, oh no, I would never get in a physical fight with my mom. That would be diabolical. So that makes sense that a child of the age of 15 would have a kind of back and forth relationship with her mom for the reasons I just mentioned and many, many more. But the story itself does change. It's like, you know, I learned the lifestyle from my mom. But then when she's on better terms with her mom, or when she's playing nice with her mom, she's like, oh, well, you know, I was around it, but I chose the lifestyle myself and whatever. And Lord knows why she would be switching the story up. And the possible explanations for it are limitless, really.
The third, right? And I think it's being interpreted that way because maybe she feel like when her mama not giving her the attention and lashing out on her, causing her to run away, which in turn causes her to, you know, try to go with what she know, right? What she learned from her mama, right? You know, it's some crazy shit, bro. But we gonna keep it lit, man. Tania ended up going to the police station, bro. Police got Nova phone, bro.
How do you think Nova got this way, Tania?
It wasn't me. I'm gonna take accountability. This is what I feel like I motivated her to be. Just this.
Okay, let me tell you. So what it was, it's not technically my mom that made me like this, but you know how I'm like, you know, smart and mature and all that. She made me mature because the things she was telling me and, you know, showing me. But like,
what was I showing you?
As in me, like, you know, being a prostitute and all that. She didn't show me that. Like, she didn't show me that, because if that was the case, y'all be seeing her prostitute too. She's not even doing none of that. She just taught me how to be mature. You know, how to hold myself up. You know.
But your mom was getting money from men.
Tania's face the whole time too. Like, girl, even I can see that face. Even I can see the face you're making. She's like, who taught you? Where did you learn that from? It's like, okay, girl, it loses its power if you're sitting there like literally coaching her with your face.
Yeah, but girl, I know what you did see. You used to be like, Mom, why is everybody so nice to you? Remember you used to say that? Okay. Like, everybody is nice to you. They're like...
The face didn't work. So now we're having to go to verbal commands. Now it's like, I know one thing. Didn't it? Wasn't it? She's about to say something about being favored.
How to hold myself up, you know?
But your mom was getting money from men.
Yeah, but
girl, you like money from men. I know what you did see. You used to be like, Mom, why is everybody so nice to you? Remember you used to say that? Like, everybody is nice to you. They're like, I feel like she's seen me get favored a lot, you know? And she was wondering, like, so she wants that. Like, my mom could get this. My mom got this type of car.
But I just got introduced to it in a different way. Like,
they always say, is she really that age? Because
she say she seen me getting favored a lot. some would say favor for favored a lot. You know what I'm talking about? So I guess, bro, the police, and I don't know, I'm gonna keep it G real. I don't know if this video, how new it is or whatever, how you, but I guess the police apprehended Nova's phone. And then Tania, she ended up sliding. We gonna get into it, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit is like a real soap opera.
The fucking police took my phone trying to investigate it.
So this is the infamous now deleted video. Okay. She made a video. I think it was only like 12, 13, 15 minutes long, something like that. And she says in it, I'm coming to you from the booty iPhone 8. Okay. She said, this is the iPhone 8 that I'm coming to you from because my phone got seized by the police for investigation. I have notes written down on it and everything. The video has now been deleted. Let me see if I have the notes. I can read them to y'all. She says her phone got confiscated, seized from her by the police to be investigated. Okay, this is a huge breaking news video. I've been kind of saying all week, like I need to go live on Nova's Live, but it's just like there's so much other stuff going on and now it's gone. But this is a huge update in the case. Let me see. I'm looking for this one. Hold on. I'm pulling up my script for my video. Part 2. I even have the freaking link right here and it's gone. Look, it's gone. Let me see what it said. She said she's done walking on Fig. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this was one of the things. Okay. Oh, wow. This is like a live investigation. Hold on. So in that video, she says she's done walking on Fig. She's not doing that anymore. Now, remember, this came out after my part 1 documentary came out. So she's like, I'm done walking on Fig. I'm not doing that anymore. But hit me up, she says, for meetups and content. I'm done walking on Fig, which is the Figueroa, Avenue corridor, whatever. I'm done doing that. I'm done with that, she says. But hit me up for meetups and content. She just said in that video, and that's why I told y'all, my new cousin right here, WIGTV, he compiles stuff in a way that makes you like, I see what you're trying to say. I see what you're trying to say. What you're trying to say, I think, is in the clip just prior to that one. Nova said, her Instagrams and her other things, this and that, the reason she's not doing the selling the content is because her stuff keeps getting deleted for child, what, cheese pizza, they say. So then the next clip he plays in his video is from this. He doesn't play this part, right? But in that video, she does say, hit me up for content or meetups. Look at this. I don't know if she's going to say that exactly at this part, but look.
Hey, she's seen me getting favored a lot. Some would say favor for favored a lot. You know what I'm talking about? So I guess, bro, the police, and I don't know, I'm gonna keep it G real. I don't know if this video, how new it is or whatever, but I guess the police apprehended Nova's phone. And then Tania, she ended up sliding. We gonna get into it, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit is like a real soap opera.
The fucking police took my phone trying to investigate it. You sound dumb as fuck. Y'all ain't gonna find shit. They can't even unlock it. Tell me it's under investigation. Y'all can't even unlock it with y'all dumb ass. Fuck a warrant, fuck anything y'all talking about. Y'all can't even unlock it. So y'all trying to scare me? Y'all think I'm stupid? Wrong bitch.
She said, you think I'm stupid? Yeah, bro.
People ask me, why did I leave New York? Well, I had a runaway daughter that I came back home to.
So to my knowledge, that's the only remaining living clip of that video. But she did say in the video she was done walking on Fig, but hit her up for meetups and content. Now, when you go to the video, there's what it looked like right here. Okay, it's gone. So hopefully YouTube actually deleted it because it violates a term or a service. I really hope that's what it was. But now we move on to Tania. And she starts talking about, becoming homeless in Los Angeles, New York. There's a lot of history, there's a lot of lore around this New York trip because it's the trip to New York where Nova ended up being missing. Tania has to go get Nova. Nova ends up coming back to LA while Tania's en route to New York. Tania's making all these videos about being on the Amtrak and being on that's not the Amtrak, but whatever, like some train with all her kids and everything, but not Nova. She goes into Texas. She picks the son up. The son is going to come into the lore in part 2 documentary that's coming out. Nova part 2. The New York trip, there's a lot of lore. Okay. So this video right here, it gets into that a little bit, even more information than I had even known. I don't know if this was, this wasn't even in this video right here won't be accounted for. The WIGTV video will not be accounted for in the Nova 2 unless my editor just put some of these clips in, but I didn't even see it when I wrote that script yet. Okay. So Look at this. This is more lore having to do with the infamous New York trip where Nova ran away and Tania had to go try to find her allegedly or whatever. I think this is the same trip. Unless I'm mistaken, it could be a different trip. But in any event, it's still a very good point he makes by the end. So we're going to watch it and react.
On a Greyhound to go to New York. She was popping on TikTok, so I told NYPD she was about to be in New York, and they gaffled her ass up, and she went to jail. I chased her to New York. She went back to LA.
She sat in the county minutes for 2 hours. Just to get denied.
Yeah, I got denied because of your ass because I was property of New York. So Mama thought fast and said, let's go do an interview since they always interviewing you by yourself. Let's get interviewed with your mama. I was talking.
Do you see what I mean? Like, she tried to get Nova. She couldn't get Nova. Something about someone property of something. And she's like, okay, I thought fast and was like, let's go do an interview. Okay, so now they're together. It's like almost like as if she kind of gets lured with the interviews. I don't know. That's just how I'm seeing it. You can let me know in the comments of the live chat if that's not how you're seeing it.
Of what she don't like, so she had jokes.
Wait.
This be you.
I reminded it.
So Mama thought fast and said, let's go do an interview.
What's all
since they
that
always
money?
interviewing you by yourself. Let's get interviewed with your mama. I was talking her ear off what she don't like, so she had jokes.
This be you.
Really gotta have
Don't stop.
Girl, just don't stop what? Child music relieve her pain, so I just let her.
I don't want a copyright strike.
Okay. For the money of the interview, and she still had a problem.
Gave her half the money.
What you doing?
Look at half.
Where you going? No, where you going? I tried to record it because she's a 2-time sneaky runaway.
Oh, so it looked like they bust down a little no jumper money. That's cool. Whatever. Hey, you sharing is caring. This shit crazy, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Keep it lit.
My daughter was FaceTiming me every day while I was in New York and she was in LA. Nothing but problems, so I told the show to get me out of here. Project Reconnect gave me $100 and a whole bunch of other stuff for the 4-day trip on the Amtrak, first class and all that. Yep, I was breastfeeding, had all of my kids. I had 4 with me, and I had 2 more to pick up, 1 in LA and 1 in Texas. Yes, because my daughter was running away for the past few years, my son was in Texas. But I said, you know what, God, since I'm going state to state, I might as well go get my son up in Texas, and did. So I told my daughter, listen, child.
She said, I said, you know what, God?
We are getting breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next 4 days. Look at me.
It's not going.
Relaxing in my room.
I think that's
was two different rooms.
I think that's might be his echoing. But the whole story, girl. I mean, what? So Nova's going this way, that way. She's FaceTiming Tania every day. Tania says, you know what, God, I'm gonna go to Texas and pick up my other kid. Oh my God, Tough Stino's in here. Please help me make sense of this. Wait, let me pull you up on the screen. How do I get you in here? Oh, this way. Okay.
Cuzzo, what up? Cuzzo, what up?
What's going on? I hope you're not driving.
I am. I'm about to park up though.
Oh my gosh. So, do you know anything about the Tania going to New York trip? I'm investigating that right now.
I heard about it. I heard her say it when she was in the laundromat, and I know there's a lot of blades in New York.
Oh, right.
There's a lot of places that she could have been.
Wait a second. I'm about to put my headphones in so that you're not echoing. 1 second.
All right.
Because I think it's echoing because my speaker's loud. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Testing. Say something so I can see if it's working.
I'm good now?
Yeah, I can hear it. Yep. These aren't even like my headphones. I just I've been trying to get my audio set up. I'm like not really good at that stuff. So it's just a struggle. So what's going on? What's the latest tea on the streets and elsewhere?
Nothing really, man. You know, just this no jumper cast of clowns, this Tania business. I really don't even like talking about Nova because it's like it's too heart wrenching for me. Like I got a cousin that actually passed away doing what Nova is doing. So yeah, so it like hits my soul sometimes when I like see her and shit like that. So that's why I don't like to talk about her on my platform because it's probably gonna make me cry. I ain't gonna lie.
That makes sense. That totally makes sense. I do cover it. I try to be respectful about it. You know, in my mind, you know, Adam and what's his name, Mark, are putting this child out there in a certain way, and they are framing her in a certain way. And I feel like it's the wrong and inaccurate and improper way. And so that's kind of why I feel like I need to say, like, no, that this is like a little girl. But I totally understand that it's like sometimes these topics we talk about, they get especially when they hit close to home. But even if they don't, I mean, it's just like being out here in the freaking trenches. It's just like you see how ugly everything is all the time. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much.
So I did want to just turn to something a little bit happier. Let's check the subscriber count. How many subscribers more do we need for the 10,000? Oh my
I think I
gosh.
went up like 1.1K already.
That is crazy. Oh my gosh, you're at 9.56. That means less than 400 away from 10,000. Hold on, let me show y'all.
Thank
Look.
you, Cuzzos.
Look at that. Everybody, if you're in the chat right now, we're having a, what is this called? Like a subscriber-a-thon. As what do you remember that used to get on the phone?
Good old subscriber-a-thon.
A subscribe-a-thon. Can we get some subscribers over here, y'all? Can we get them to 10,000 today, Friday, September 19th? I set the goal this Monday, and y'all were doing a good job until like it kind of a little bit, I'm going to say it kind of fell off the last couple days. So come on. Today's the deadline. Log into your other account. Go give our cousin a follow, a subscribe, please and thank you. Okay, what else? What else is going on?
Definitely,
do you notice anything about my subscribers? I was watching Meme earlier and he was like, they're so nice. And I just got to give my subscribers a shout out. Y'all, good job. Thank you. Knowing how to act going over there. So I was just going to run the poll by you too.
Man, first of all, I just want to shout out Auntie first and foremost.
My mama.
Auntie been popping out. What? She been popping out showing love. Like
she's a fan.
A lot of love. Like she's dope.
She's such a room mom.
Cuzzos is dope. And they be protecting me too. Whenever somebody says some dumb stuff, they'll protect me, which is I love it. I'm not gonna lie. I love it. I need a little protection.
Seriously, I was watching your live, I think it was the other night, and you were saying like that whenever you first started covering all this stuff, that you were getting threats.
Yes, I was getting threatened, which actually made it took us a little bit of time to communicate because Aunt Hefe's manager is Neem's cousin. So
Aunt Hefe's manager what is a manager even? Like, what do we need a manager for anyway? Well, that's a side note, but Aunt Hefe's manager is Neem's cousin. I see. This is why I say we all cousins, because it's all linked up. So it took who a while to communicate?
Because I was going at Hefe. Well, Hefe went at me first, but he came at me at a time where I had lost a child. Right.
Oh,
so
man.
I took that very personally. Yeah. So I took that very personally, and I said, you know what, I'm not gonna stop. So when I kept going, I was getting a lot of threats from his fans and from his manager. So that took a long. It took a long time for me and Neem. I think you were the bridge that closed that gap between me and Neem. So yeah.
Well, that's better than coming in and starting drama.
Right.
I don't know. I will just come in like a hurricane too. Like, everybody's my cousin. Hey, cousin. And it's like, people can have beef, people can have whatever. But I really, truly believe like the real ones who are really in their heart doing stuff for the right reason, we just vibrate at the same frequency anyway. And like, we can all agree on like fundamental important things. Like, what's going on with Nova, for example, is just absolutely abhorrent. And hopefully come together. I mean, everything's so divided and just like, I'm just so sick of like all the fighting and everything just generally. I mean, it's been years, it's been decades really of just divisive. And it's just like, I'm truly fatigued with it and I'm not participating in it. But like, I'm glad that, that's actually cool for you to tell me. I had no idea, not even the slightest idea. I thought y'all were like, cool. Everybody's cool.
Nope. But it's good to see that we can come together to fight against the real evil, the real wrongdoers, and the real stuff that's bad. WIG had covered me and Aunt Hefe spackle, and he was sort of on Aunt Hefe's side. But we all see that certain things we agree on, so that's cool, I guess.
It's very adult, you know. It's like there's actually not a lot of like models for that anymore. I mean, even on the freaking news, Don Lemon and Piers Morgan last night fighting each other like a bunch of you know what. And it's like, please, can we just please? It's like, all right, fine, I'll do it. You know, fine. I'll set an example. And you know, you can too, and we do. And I like that. That like even me with like Aunt Hefe, like really, I mean, I do my little roasts and stuff, but like there's stuff like even his most recent video, he said his take in his most recent video was something about, you know, pretty much a good take. He was taking up for a child or something. I don't even remember what it was because I just watch everything all in one, you know, it all blurs together. But I'm like, all right, yeah, like if I were to make a reaction to this, I would actually give him props on this particular opinion because I agree with it. So like I try to do that. That's like I feel like mature and adult, and it shows like a growth from like a fight or flight into like the next level. And that's kind of where I'm trying to just be all the time. I don't want to be pulled down by, and that's why my block button is worn down. Okay, worn down. The block button is worn down. I will block somebody so fast. I will block. And so I do feel like I should say, you know, I'm just so sorry and my condolences. I see a lot of people saying, you know, that, you know, losing a child is something truly like no parent, nobody should ever have to go through. My heart really does truly go out to you for that. And I just can't even imagine it.
Thank you.
And then on top of all of that, you're having people coming at you like deranged lunatic buffoons. Like, oh my God, like it makes sense why you don't like him.
Right. And you know, I reached out to him like, bro, I wish you wouldn't spread that narrative because this is what happened to me last night, and no response. It was just a full-fledged anti-Steno activity. So, you know, it's up and it's stuck forever.
Well,
but I'm still unbiased. I still make videos. If he's right, I say he's right. I'm not a biased person like that.
I did notice that. And that is what I like, because then you know that you can really trust the person that's talking as if coming from good faith. Like even, you know, all this stuff going on like Charlemagne and Jay-Z and all of this. It's like, it's obvious Charlemagne been glazing Jay-Z and Rock Nation. I mean, everyone freaking knows that. Revolt was owned by Diddy. Like, it's obvious the writing's been on the wall. And it's like, who really cares what Charlemagne even has to say anymore? And it's a direct result of that. Because you already know, it's like your opinion's bought and paid for. Who even cares, clown? And I think people are sick of it. So it's like, I think it's good. I like it whenever you know, people could disagree from their different perspectives and they just be like, we're just not going to agree. Okay, moving on. Versus like, I mean, all of this just, people are acting crazy. It's like, you know, sometime last year, I woke up and I'm like, okay, I guess we're the adults. I call it being in my auntie era. Like my auntie era. It's like, I'm now doing like, no, I rebuke. No, I'm not doing that. No, I don't want that in my house. No, you can't play that on my TV. Like, no. But it's like also in a way, like setting an example too.
Right. Hell yeah. I don't take part in a lot of things. I'll cut it off. I'll cut it off immediately.
So did you hear about, there's been a cop on No Jumper, but then it got debunked immediately?
Oh, it got debunked.
It got debunked. I mean, I was just watching Neem before I came on here, and there's like a guy with that same name, and he worked in the same police department, what was it, Medina? And he was like this white guy, and he died. He actually died. He served 22 years as a police or whatever, and it was just this like white guy, and he died that had passed away, and it was like a memorial video that Neem played, a memorial video of this guy in the same exact name, Officer Brandon such and such or whatever, Hutchins Holly, whatever it was. It was on his live he just did. I was just in there, but then he was showing that, and I'm like, okay, well, instant debunk. And then there's people that are still posting videos like he's a cop, and I'm like, y'all fell for it.
Yeah, I did
too until that live. I did too. Because I wouldn't have thought they would have put it on No Jumper.
Neem's video tonight.
You're gonna have to play Neem's video tonight. So what time do you go live usually? Because the other night I was
live anywhere.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Anywhere between 9:30 and 10 o'clock Eastern.
Okay, got it. I was waiting the other night at 9, and I was thinking you were gonna react to my thing, and I was like, oh no, maybe he got sick. But then you weren't even supposed to be coming on yet.
I think I did react to it. I think I was on at like 10:30. I think I was really late that night. But I did react to it.
You did. And I was in there. And then I woke up late the next day because I was up past my bedtime cutting up with you about the Reese peanut butter cups.
Yep.
That's my favorite part. Oh my God. Check the roots. There are no follicles.
Gotta check the roots.
He was calling me a Disney fraud. A Disney fraud. Did you see the next day they all had a hot tea? They all had a mint tea that next day. All of them throat chakra. Tore up, wore out.
Yeah. I was confused on what that throat chakra was. I didn't know what that was. I was like, what's that?
So, you know, in like ancient systems of medicine and philosophy and religion and stuff, specifically when you use the word chakra, this is a Sanskrit word from like basically ancient India. And there's pretty much like energy centers along your spine, and they correspond to different parts of the body. So you'll just call it like whatever it's nearby. Like there's a heart chakra. It's not on your heart. It's just kind of like more like right on your spine. And there's all kinds of, I mean, like this is a very basic, you know, definition or whatever, but like the throat chakra is kind of like responsible for your communication, and your actual physical, you know, throat is right there and stuff. So in a YouTube world, like your throat chakra is one of them, is probably, you know, one of the more important ones, because you need to, it's an expression of voice. It's an expression of, you know, what is word? Like like Christianity, for example, says in the beginning, it was the word, you know, so important. Like being able to speak words is what separates us from animals. Like animals don't speak words and humans do. Right. There's many other things, right? But so this like center is like very important. You could do meditations on it. You could do prayers on it and all this stuff. So I'm just like, you need to watch your throat chakra if you are on YouTube and you are lying, because that is one way to get that thing crossed out. And then the next day, the man is, like, sir, shut up. Nobody in that whole room could have gave him a cough drop. Nobody in that whole room could have got him some milk.
I mean, he walks around with cough syrup.
Somebody said Neem in the chat.
You know.
Shout out to Neem in the chat.
Neem, salute Neem.
Okay, shout out to Neem in the chat. My sister, this is how involved my family is in this whole story. They never watch my videos ever. Once No Jumper mentions me, now they're all invested in this story. My sister just texted me, Neem in the chat. Girl, don't you have a test to be studying for? She's graduating with her nursing degree. She's got 4 more classes coming to nurse. She's telling me Neem's in the chat. Shout out to the baby sister. Look, she done made her name Beep Sis. We used to have a band. Me and my sisters had an a cappella band when we were little. It was called B Babes, because all our name starts with B. She put B Babes, sis. She funny. Did y'all used to do that? Make little groups with your friends and cousins and stuff, make a little dance, make a little rap, we would do plays and make the grandmas and the grandpa sit there and watch it or whatever, the uncles, the aunts. We had a singing group. We would do dances. We sure would. I was more invested than some of the other members, but everyone participated to an extent.
And you was the star of the group?
More like the boss.
Yeah.
Like just bossing everyone around, telling them where their places were to be. No, sometimes each person would have their own starring role. Like sometimes, you know, the littlest sister would be the boss. She'd be doing flips. No, it was not a joke. That really happened. And then there was the Shoney's in the Woods. If you know the Shoney's in the Woods story, press 1 if you go back that far. Your camera cut out, cousin. You did that on purpose?
Nope. I don't know what happened just now.
Oh, no. I always blame P. Diddy's demons. It might have been like a Wi-Fi connection situation. So do you
hold on.
Okay, yeah. You gonna come back in?
Yep.
Okay. It's the same link. The link should work still, same one. Okay, bye. All right, while he's doing that, let's do a little more reaction. Wait, let me do the settings here to make it to where it's gonna be playing through the thing. Display, camera, no audio. Okay, no, I think I can do it this way. Tell me if it works. Can y'all hear it? Sorry. Can y'all hear it or no? It's like echoing in my ear. I know y'all can't hear it. I'm trying to, one of these days I'll get my audio situation right. Let me see. General. Let me remove it completely. Now let me share it again here. Oh, I got to do it through a Chrome tab. That's what it is. Okay, let me pull up a Chrome tab. That's what it is. Once I put it in the Chrome tab, I think that'll work. Oops. Tania ends up in New Orleans, everybody. She ends up in New Orleans. I think that might have been the beginning of the end, girl. I really do. Okay, Tustina's back. Okay. He's back. Your camera's back.
Yeah, I'm back.
So do you want to react to Tania's crazy trip? Okay, I'll tell you why I think it's weird. I'll tell you why I think the Tania trip is weird. What is going on? She says that like this, like Project Reconnect, this charity or whatever, gave her $100 gift card. And she's like, they gave me $100 gift card to help me out and all this stuff. And she's like going first class Amtrak with all her kids. She got like, I didn't even know Amtrak had a private car like this. She's got a whole private, she's in a bed. I did not know that that was a thing that happened. And I'm just kind of like, investigating this New York trip because I think it cost it more than $100.
For sure.
So here's the,
For sure.
Did you see this video? By Wig TV that I was reacting to, WIG TV?
Nope, I didn't watch it. But we definitely can. I'm trying to get my horizontal screen on. Hold on.
Wait, why is it
I don't
not?
know why it's like this. Hold on.
I'm trying to get mine all set up too. I can't even, I always tell my followers and my subscribers, I always say, this is how y'all know I'm not an industry plant. Because I'm so bad at technology. If I was an industry plant, there would be somebody over here like, old lady, let me just plug that in the right portal. My God. I can't even, like, I tried to play Roblox one time with a, with somebody, and I couldn't even, sorry, I can't do two things at once. I couldn't even figure out how to walk around with my little character. I couldn't not even walk around on Roblox. Okay, that is how technologically deficient I really am. So it's saying, it's not letting me share my audio. It's like select a tab to share. Oh, maybe if I put the tab here. Okay, sorry. Because like once like somebody else is on here with me, then like the audio will start echoing or something. Okay, I think this will work. I think this works. Let me see. I think that's going to work. Okay, slay. Okay, can you see it? The issue is I think I can't like be on. This is crazy. Oh my God, then we're going to get it to the damn homie. Okay, we're on the trip. We're on the trip here, part 2. Tell me if y'all can hear it.
She's crazy. Two different rooms. I couldn't even get like right because my kids come up in there. But they have room next to us, like our own little bus.
Can you hear it? Is it echoing?
It's like static. Hold on. Let me leave and come back in again.
It's like really staticky. Can y'all hear it? It's echo, right? I think it might be him. Let me go to the beginning and see if it's echoing because it wasn't echoing. Okay, it's his. It's his. It's still staticky? Even now? Oh, maybe it's because it's coming out of the side of these things. I got the wrong headphones. I think these headphones, like the sound comes out the side. Okay, hold on. And then Prim got my other headphones now. Oh no, this is a disaster. Oops. Okay, let's try this now. Hold on. So I'm going to X out of this. That's gone. Then I'm going to bring this back up. I know. This is how y'all know I'm not an industry plant. We'll go to this one. Now it's not playing. Now the internet broke. Okay, hold on. Okay, this part I think is echoing on his video. So let me fast forward.
What, you talking about her cooperating with the feds?
Yeah, the homie innocent until proven guilty. You know what I mean? So that's how we gonna do that. The homie innocent until proven guilty, dead homies. Yeah. So thank you. I'm trying to make sure you don't get up in the video because yeah. But anyway, then
you like, hold on, they finally decided to work? Nah, ain't what happened.
Let me put y'all up on game. Why y'all could go to the police station and get compensated?
This part is so funny. This part is so funny to me. I am so sorry. This is one of those moments where it's like, I know Tania has problems. I have a lot of criticisms. But in this weird way, she's like kind of weirdly like, I'm just like weirdly rooting for her still. She's just so funny. And like, I can't really tell if she's really serious or she's just always in character. Either way, it's like very entertaining to watch. Especially would be more entertaining if there wasn't like whole entire 6 whole kids she's responsible for. But it is I have to say it's funny. It's theater.
Right, relocation, domestic violence. All right, listen, I'm going to get it however I can. Now I'm at the police station trying to get a victim's right check. You know how much stuff I'm entitled to just for going through DV and having 6 kids?
I didn't know she was
You think I'm just about to let these people walk off and run off with my money? I'm not going to let nobody run off on the plug. Because first of all, I am entitled to all of this. So yes, here I am at 77 Division, police station. And they are telling me that they don't know what I'm talking about this check. And they think that people is dumb. So you got to walk up.
She went all the way up to New York. Oh, no, that's Figueroa. She went to the police station Figueroa to get a $3,000 check for her 6 kids because she's a victim of domestic violence. And then she went up there and she's like, why are they acting like they don't know about this check? They need to hand me my check. Y'all.
Here I am at 77 Division, police station. And they are telling me that they don't know what I'm talking about this check. And they think that people is dumb. So you got to walk up in these establishments and let them know that you know your rights and where's the money at. Like Nipsey said, man, I need some real nigga reparations. If I run up in your bank just for recreation, dedication. Because why is they putting me in my money? So if they not about to give me the money here, I'm about to go right to the ones on, where is that? On Main and 108th and go get my victims' right compensation. Y'all don't let them.
Sorry, I had to use the bathroom. And sorry for not commentating. I haven't felt good all day, and I took the COVID test. Thankfully, it's negative, but I am exhausted. So I'm thinking I'm gonna finish this portion up, and then get some real good sleep, and then tomorrow really dive into this and go. I have a whole playlist to go through, so I'm sorry I haven't been commentating. I haven't felt good all day. It's been since this morning, and I've been running on less than fumes. I don't know if I'm fighting something off. It's not COVID, thank God. I used to test it. It came out negative, so thankfully that's not that. So I'm going to get through this, and then tomorrow I will be on for a lot longer, and probably earlier. We got back a little bit later, and really dive into this because I really want to. Plus, the little one's getting cranky too. She's gonna need to go to bed soon too. But I really want to learn more and more about this, because alright, night mom, I love you. But I'm gonna listen to some more of this. I apologize. I was trying to fight it off, but I really, really, really don't feel good, and I'm just feeling like not in the bad BJ way, but I can feel myself wanting to just lay down and go to sleep. So we'll finish this up, and then my butt is going to get into bed, put on some YouTube, and just sleep, because I've been battling it all day. But I do want to finish at least this one. I apologize again, it's not one of my longer streams, it's not one of my most commentated streams, but I've just been off since this morning. I took my ADHD medication. I usually don't take naps ever. Thankfully, I woke up in time to be prepared for the PPT meeting. If I wasn't, I would have missed it. So I'm gonna watch a bit of this, end it out. I'm gonna go to bed, watch some YouTube. Once Fenrir's done rolling the cigarettes, we're gonna put the princess to bed. And hopefully tomorrow I feel a lot better, so we can really, really dive into this, playlist. Unless something crazy happens in between me getting off tomorrow. But I did really want to apologize to you guys that I haven't been commentating. I'm struggling. So let's finish this up, and then tomorrow we can really get into it. Like, really get into it. And then I'm hoping this weekend, either help Squishy pre-record, or maybe just have her by my side while I'm live, because we did want to cover a technically true crime topic that we experienced ourselves a couple years ago. It's hard, but we made it through. So we'll finish this up, and then I'm gonna get off for the night, because if I keep pushing myself, I know that I will not be able to stream for the next 2 days, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to not stream all weekend.
Don't let them play with you, bro. Get your money, bro. This shit be wild. Yeah. So, since they, it's crazy. I understand it too. They playing all these police games, and I know what you was thinking, bro. You probably like, oh, they finna go up there. Ooh, hell no. They went up there to get compensated, bro, for all this hard shit, bro, for being accused. Nah, I'm playing. She heard her. She said she went up there for some domestic violence shit. It sounds similar to some victim of violent crime type shit.
He's about to tell me something I did not know. He's like, I'm talking about? I do not. He's like, there's a victim of violent crime, stipend you can get.
Yeah, pop, you can get 10G, they say, bro. She heard her. She said she went out there for some domestic violence shit. It sounds similar to some victim of violent crime type shit. You know what I'm talking about? When somebody get popped, you can get 10G, they say, bro. Back in the day, bro. That nigga, niggas been going all out for the money, bro. Because a nigga say, I remember niggas was hearing about that nigga, bro, just go ahead and hit me in the toe, bro. Hit me in the left leg, bro. And it's bro, there's arteries in your leg. You know what I'm talking about, bro? Niggas, it's vicious, bro. And it's.
Excuse me. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me get my. That was echoing too. I'm just gonna have to turn the speaker really quiet. I don't know. It's just gonna have to be echoing. Okay, hold on 1 second. We got chat. Wait. I'm gonna go. Hold on. Okay.
And police station. And they are telling me that they don't know what I'm talking about this check, and they think that people is dumb. So you got to walk up in these establishments and let them know that you know your rights and where's the money at. Like Nipsey said, man, I need some real nigga reparations. If I run up in your bank just for recreation, dedication. Because why is they playing with me and my money? So if they not about to give me the money here, I'm about to go right to the one on where is that? Oh man, 108, and go get my victims' right compensation. Y'all don't let them play with y'all, because I'm not about to let them play with us. Period. All right, I'll be back.
Don't let them play with you, bro. Get your money, bro. This shit be wild. Yeah. So, since they, it's crazy. I understand it too. They playing all these police games, and I know what you was thinking, bro. You probably like, oh, they finna go up there. Ooh, hell no. They went up there to get compensated, bro, for all this hard shit, bro, for being accused. Nah, I'm playing. She heard her. She said she went up there for some domestic violence shit. It sounds similar to some victim of violent crime type shit. You know what I'm talking about? When somebody get popped, you can get 10G, they say, bro. Back in the day, bro. That nigga, niggas been going all out for the money, bro. Because a nigga say, I remember niggas was hearing about that nigga, bro, just go ahead and hit me in the toe, bro. Hit me in the left leg, bro. And
hit me in the toe.
You know what I'm talking about, bro?
Tostino is back. Have you ever heard about this hitting in the toe? Oh, wait. There you go.
Nah, I never heard about hitting nobody in the toe. That's crazy.
Hit me in the toe so I could get $10,000. Why you said that? I bet you it's true. So now I'm like, wait, why is that the type of thing? Like, she did say she was in New York for domestic violence. Then WIG said maybe she was in New York trying to get domestic violence money from the Diddy, at the Diddy trial. Maybe it had nothing to do with going to get Nova at all. Oh no, you're muted. Oh, I muted you. Sorry. Oh no, you muted you. You got to turn your mic on.
You know what? It's the damn StreamYard. This shit is tricky.
It's kind of glitchy. No, I think it's actually legit glitching. I actually do. Now that you're saying that, I think it's maybe how sometimes they have an internet outage and then StreamYard acts crazy. That's why I was like, this is not because someone else is here. This is because, well, I gave my own self the blame. I was like, it's because I don't know how to work technology. But the window to share the window so it wouldn't echo just wasn't showing up. And I kept clicking it and it just wouldn't give me the share option at all. And I've done that 1,000 times. So I think it's literally StreamYard.
You ever tried Streamlabs?
Probably way early on. How long have you been making videos?
2 years.
Okay.
2 years, 3 years.
So StreamYard was like the easiest one for me to figure out, like just like from nothing. So I just like kind of did it, and I didn't really like learn any other. Is Stream? What do you think?
StreamYard is a website. Streamlabs is an app. So Streamlabs works a little bit better for me because with StreamYard you have to depend on the website. Sometimes
The internet.
the website, yeah, you know.
You're so right. Yes, you have to depend on the website, and also like they like store all of your stuff too. So like the videos, they save them, and it's like I don't really care. Like I put everything on YouTube anyway, but I know that's like some people got a privacy concern about that. Like they save all your videos and they have them, but it's really like hard for me to figure out how to work stuff.
Well, if you need help, I definitely will help you.
Oh, thank you. You understand this stuff like tech and all that?
I understand. I understand Streamlabs.
Oh, good. Okay, slay.
Not all the technology, but Streamlabs, I definitely understand. Yes.
Okay, cool. I will give it a look. I will give it a well, because like Streamlabs made by OBS. I have tried OBS, and that is just far too advanced. I feel like I'm trying to figure out a calculus problem to even get my camera hooked up. It's too much. I'm like, how many people in degrees does it take? I just don't know. I'm not getting it like that.
Yeah.
I'm not getting it like that. So wait, let me go check your subscriber count. Did it go up? That's the airhead. Like she didn't have any credentials from what I could see that would let her even be in this position to be a celebrity, a millionaire celebrity who was like a household name for sure for years, in charge of his life. I'm like, what do you mean? And then I start watching her interviews. Come to find out, she had taken over the responsibility of this young Black woman's health care. And it was kind of like a conservatorship or jail situation. The lady, the young woman, Amanda, chooses basically, not conservatorship, but like court ordered treatment. She gets in the court ordered treatment for a year, but before the year is up, she died.
Wow.
In treatment. And there's like all public record of this. And they're saying things like, we saved Amanda's life. I'm like, Amanda's freaking not alive. Amanda's dead. So how did you save her life? And so I requested the autopsy report. These are public records. I request the autopsy report, and it said that she died from like a heart thing, a cardiac arrhythmia. And then it had complicating factors, obesity, high blood pressure, and like schizophrenia.
Okay.
But this lady, who was now at the time I found out about it, Bam Margera's guardian at that moment, she was in charge of Bam's life or his healthcare. She said that Amanda died from a seizure disorder. That wasn't true at all, as far as the autopsy report was concerned. So I start investigating. Come to find out, she has two identical twin sisters that are younger than her, who also are YouTubers who just basically fell off the face of the earth after struggling with addiction. Who were also being, under her care from what I could tell. And there's all this experimental virtual reality. They got the veterans involved. This girl, Amanda Rabb, had said that her dad had actually abused her in a certain SUL way as a child. And then he ends up coming back and helping him to trying to help him put her into the conservative. So all this stuff is going on. And Mark Leta doubles down and says there were two autopsy reports and brings this woman Lima back on. They talk shit. Well, in the midst of all of that, Lima goes on no jumper, and they sit there for about an hour and 40 minutes.
Of course they did. Of course they did.
Saying the most craziest, offensive, and insulting things. Adam said women like me should be locked up because we're sick in the effing head.
What does that make Adam? If you're sick in the head, what does that make Adam?
What does he do with his wife for his job? I mean, can we even freaking start there?
Oh my God.
Can we start at his snitch? Not his snitch, at his criminal daddy, who's friends with Bill Clinton? People like me needs to be locked up. Who's saying, hey, let's not experiment on the young Black women on Skid Row.
Right.
Could we not, with the experimental virtual reality that's not FDA approved as a case study? Oh, women like me should be locked up. But what does that make Adam? I mean, that's really the question of the freaking year.
Adam and that later dude, I had my curiosities about him and his soft white underbelly show or YouTube channel, because it seems like it doesn't end when the cameras stop.
It seems like, it kind of seems like he like wants to have these interactions with these people, and it gives him a reason to, because it's like, oh, I'm showing the world what's really out there.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if you're a person that'll have a young girl on your platform damn near, I don't know, like if you would have
like
them on there, it's like, bro, I know that's what you into. Just like Adam, he's had these people calling him the 16 and all this other stuff, and these pictures from way back where he's actually sitting there with the 16s. Are we to believe that he don't feel a certain type of way about Nova allegedly?
I think he knows. I mean, okay, so you remember whenever No Jumper, like a couple years back, had like a kind of like blow up of cast, and then like the like Fig immunity kind of broke off and all of that. So there's this one.
So the rest of the stream is just pretty much them talking, and I subscribe to him as well, and I might jump over and see if, what videos he has on, if he has any stuff about Nova, all that kind of stuff, because she lists a few YouTubers in her description box, because she did like a reaction thing. I think it was like 2 days ago, yesterday. Reacting to people, reacting to, putting out the word and reviewing everything. So I might take a look on his page tonight, see what there is. See what he's got on Nova, because I want, if I can help spread the word, that is something that's part of why I'm on YouTube. But I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank my mods and everybody. I'm sorry again, I feel like dog poop, and my body's just fighting something, and my body's like, nope, you need sleep. But this weekend and tomorrow I will be on a bit earlier, and like kind of like normal time probably, and really get into some videos and explore the early stages of her reporting this, and stuff like that. Maybe go over a video of soft white underbelly, like see what that actual interview, so we can see the actual interview uncut. But I want to thank my mods and all my wonderful subscribers. Again, I am sorry to cut this short, but I know I'd be yelled at by you guys if I didn't take care of myself. So I will see you guys all tomorrow night, and I hope you have a great night. Bye!